Hi, it's BlondeKyiv, and now I'm preparing a playlist called Walking Tour in Kyiv. This is my third video in this series. What you see in my videos you wouldn't find from any other tour guide. So without further ado, let's begin. Now we are at the Reitarska street. It's named because there were Reiters, horsemen live there. And as for me, this is the most stylish street in Kyiv because there are a lot of different bars, cafes and restaurants and showrooms. Also here, a secret courtyard has become famous among several tourists and locals. Why? Now I show you why. So let's go. It became famous for the fact that there is a huge open-air cage with ravens. In the 90s, criminal authorities buy here real estate, and Grisha was one of them. So he has gone for several years, but his crow is still alive. The name of his celebrities are Corbin and Karlusha. They love to post in front of visitors and camera flashes. They love very much when their heads are scratched with a twig, and each time they are presented with a twig to be scratched again. Locals look after these birds, and guests love to feed the ravens with their broad delicacies. And here you can see a mural with black crows and white is a symbol of good news. And here I love so much buy sweets from this place, especially a nut with the toffee. I have eaten this since my childhood. Да, здравствуйте. Скажите, а у вас есть трубочка, орешек и картошка, да? Можно мне, пожалуйста, 2 орешка? Даже, да, 3 орешка и картошку.
И трубочку, да?
И картошку.
60 гривен. Буде, можливо, 10 гривень?
Нету мелочи. Спасибо. So, I bought it's called potatoes, actually potato. It's very sweet and full, and I bought nuts with a toffee. We have a lot of fancy cafe with macarons, croissants, pastries and so on, but now I want to bring you back to the Soviet times. This is Cafe Yaroslava. It's a legend and one of the symbols of Kyiv. Yaroslava opened and has been working since 1946. Unfortunately, we cannot go inside with the camera, so I will show you what I bought there. It's 2 buns with eggs and onion and with meat. So, now I try. It's so tasty. And I forgot, I bought with cheese and spinach, not with the meat. It's very, very tasty. I'd like to show you 3 interesting from architecture standpoint buildings. This is Karaite Kenesa. Now it has become the house of actors. It was built in the Moorish style as a prayer house for the Karaite. It was built by Podgorsky. In some of my next videos I will show you more architecture from this master. People call it the house of the Baron, but in fact the house of Baron Stengel is located nearby. And it is the house was built by Mikhail Podgorsky and became a guest house. Apartments here were rented out to the wealthy people. Once upon a time, here on the ground floor was the first cinemas in Ukraine and also cafe. Now on the ground floor here is a gallery and also offices and workshop and others. Only here you can see winged demons in Kyiv. So that the carriage didn't hit when turning, they put balls on both sides. And there has never been a door knob here, and the residents were let inside by Yaroslava. Now we are not far from the Golden Gate, and I want to draw your attention to this building. This is one of the most beautiful buildings of Kyiv. It was built in 1900. This building was one of the most expensive hotels of that time in Kyiv. In those days it was also the highest building in Kyiv, and from the very beginning this building was used as a luxury hotel. But unfortunately it has an unhappy fate because it has been empty for many years, until today. And reconstruction has stopped for a couple of years. So, that's all for today. Please don't forget to like, follow and subscribe my videos. I also have Patreon. Please feel free to support my videos and I can continue making more. And buy better vocabulary and improve my English. Thank you. Bye.